Hi, I'm Joanna Hennon. I'm your Soul Wisdom Mentor, and today I want to talk to you about the kinds of support that you can get in your business, that you can receive in your business, and which one is best for you right now. So, help you make that decision. Um, More specifically, we're going to be talking about group programs, hiring a one-to-one coach, and joining a mastermind. So I have done all three of these things. I love to learn. I love to learn from other people. This is just something that I have always done in my business since the beginning, and the three kinds of support have benefited my business in different ways. So I was hoping that if I share what they have done for me, then you would be better equipped to choose what you need in your business right now. So, as I said, I have done all three of these things, and all of them have benefits, and all of them have downsides, of course, but they can all be super helpful. And I think the first thing that we need to get clear is that getting support in your business is extremely, extremely important. So we get really stuck in this space of we have to do everything by ourselves, and we can't afford support until more money's coming in, or until we learn more things, or whatever. Like, we set these things for these goalposts for ourselves, but the fact remains, and you'll hear this from a lot of people out there, that getting support in your business accelerates your success. It does, because you're not working in isolation. Actually, if you're listening to this, then you have a soul-led business, or you want to build or grow a soul-led business, which means that your work is coming from your heart and your soul, the core of your being, who you truly are at a spiritual level, at an energetic level. And that also means that your work isn't just about your business, like you're connected to a bigger network of change makers, of souls who have come incarnated in this lifetime to produce a certain change, to change the vibration of the earth at this time. So you're working on the consciousness of the world. So if you're working, as part of a group energetically, then you will make more progress if you let support in. Now, let's talk about group programs first, because group programs, especially passive programs, what they call passive programs, which mean self-study programs, are kind of what we start with when we go into business. In fact, they're two different things, right? So the self-study is just when you get some information and you're meant to take it away and do it yourself. And in a group program, you would have access to this information, and you'd kind of all be going through it at the same time sometimes, or you'd be going through it at your own pace, but you'd have a support group, a network of people also going through the same information for help. And the person leading the group, the coach or mentor leading the group, would offer varying levels of support, sometimes calls, sometimes, Facebook group presence, I don't know, I think that's it. Sometimes maybe bonus calls or something. So group programs are fantastic, right? Because they teach you a lot. They are information based. So they will give you a lot of information. And whereas that's fantastic. And of course, when you're building a business, you always need to learn more, about something, right? You want to write a book and you don't know where to start. You might do something about that. Or you want to launch an e-course and you don't know where to start. So you'll do something about that, right? So there's always somewhere where you want to go in your business, and you tend to look for information about that thing that you want to do next, right? But the fact that group programs are information-based, it can also be a downside, because it means that you have to be disciplined, that you have to be self-motivated, and you have to be comfortable to reach out to the group who are going through the same information if you get stuck, or you need help, or you need clarification, or just if something's not working. So should you should you join a group program if that's what you're considering right now? Maybe, if you identify with those words, if you know that you will have the discipline to go through the information, if you know yourself well enough now to know that you'll be able to be very discerning about which tactics and strategies and the stuff that's being taught in the program to be able to discern which ones will work for you, which ones will bring joy into your business, which ones will feel fun. If you can do that, then group programs will be great. And as I said, I've taken loads, and I'm currently taking a couple. And what have they done for my business? Well, they've taught me very specific strategies, right? So that's what it's for. And I'm at a place now where I know what to do with those strategies, and I have the confidence to say no to the strategies that don't resonate with me, right? Whereas when I was starting out, that wasn't necessarily the case. I was trying to replicate other people's strategies, and I didn't really know how to implement them, or how to implement them in a way that really worked for me in my business and made me happy. So that kind of led to some problems, and led to a lot of stuckness, that energy of, I don't know what to do now. And it led me to hire a one-to-one coach, which is the next point that we're going to talk about today. So when should you hire a one-to-one coach? I honestly think that you should hire one as soon as is feasible for you, if you feel you need support, right? I can say that hiring my first coach, I think I hired my first coach, one-to-one coach, in my second year of business, maybe. After a lot of frustration trying to go through the courses I had purchased in my first year of business. And working with someone one-to-one really changed things for me, because I had someone's full attention. I had someone, you should always hire someone that you resonate with, of course. And I feel that you should hire someone that completes you in some ways, that gives you something that you're not maybe as confident on in your business, right? So if you're super intuitive but not great on strategy, then hire someone who's good with strategy. Or if you don't really trust your intuition in your business, then hire someone who will help you do that, right? So just think about what you want from that relationship. And for me, when I hired my first coach, it just gave me confidence, It gave me confidence that somebody else saw that I could do something with with my ideas and my plans, and help me figure out how. Because it's the how that's kind of difficult. And by working on it with someone else, we were able to identify like blocks and things that I needed to work on. Whereas when I was doing things on my own, I would just gloss over things and just kind of hope they went away or hope they worked out. So having access to someone is really important. Now, I know from myself that when I was starting my business and somebody told me, that I needed to hire a coach, I immediately went to, I can't afford it. My business can't support that right now. So that's definitely a factor, and you need to consider your own financial situation. That's why I'm saying you should hire a coach, a one-to-one coach, whenever is feasible for you, right? Now, having said that, there are lots of options, right? There are lots of even group programs that offer some kind of access to the mentor or coach who's leading the program with weekly calls. There are other ways of getting access to someone that maybe wouldn't be as expensive. So for example, I run something called the Soul Space, which is my membership community, and I run 2 live coaching calls there per month. So any member can show up and ask whatever they want to ask about anything to do with spiritual development and their business. So we cover a lot of different things, a lot of blocks, a lot of, every call has 5, 6, 7 questions, if not more. And so we get to cover a lot of stuff, a lot of different things that are coming up for people. And we find, like always in a group setting, we find that what one person brings as an issue to discuss is also relevant for the others, because that's how group energy works. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in the same group. So one-to-one coach, find one, as soon as your business can support it, as soon as that feels, I won't say comfortable, maybe a little bit of a stretch, a little bit uncomfortable, not like so uncomfortable that you want to throw up. And you have to take care of your other needs first, of course. But do consider that, and do find ways of doing it that, that will fit your budget and your needs. But the best thing I think that's ever happened to my business is joining a mastermind. Now, I joined a mastermind, it was a year ago now. And so first of all, maybe I'll just explain what a mastermind is and what a mastermind is not. A mastermind is a small group of people who complement each other. So who all bring something to the table, and they help each other to advance their businesses, to grow their businesses. And so they learn from each other and from the mastermind facilitator as well. And there are lots of ways to organize a mastermind. The one I joined a year ago, that was a 6-month one. And the one that I have run and am running again starting September, is a small group of people with a lot of input from the facilitator. So I believe in a kind of combination of support, so I think it's really important to have that group, because learning from each other is really important. Like, as I said, we don't work in isolation, and having the support of people who complement your own set of skills, which is what a mastermind should be. So you shouldn't all have the same the same kind of business in a mastermind. It should be a little bit varied, so that you can each bring something. So the combination of that, of learning from each other and each other's experiences and knowledge, and being led by someone on top of that, so getting that one-to-one support, I found that absolutely invaluable. I think that's probably when my business really started to show signs of success, signs of life, I guess. And the masterminders that were in my last mastermind reported this as well, that they accomplished really big things. So when should you join a mastermind? I think you want to join a mastermind if you're ready for fast growth. So it's when you're ready to invest a little bit of money and time and your energy into faster growth, into supported growth, into yourself and your journey. So it is more than a group program, right? It definitely offers more support than that. So you want to know that you're in a place where you're ready to take a lot of action, right? Because there's no point joining a mastermind if you're not going to take the action consistently every week. So yeah, there you go. Those are the 3 forms of support that I wanted to talk about today, and kind of what, the differences between them and when you should consider one over the other. I find masterminds by far the most the form that produced the most results for me. And I know from running one, my mastermind is called the Soul-Led Mastermind, and it focuses on helping people grow their businesses from the place of soul power, that are, businesses that are aligned with their soul path and soul purpose. And I have found masterminds like the one I was in and like the one I run to be the most powerful form of support if you're ready to take the action, and if you're ready to kind of bust through those blocks and do the fast growth. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope that this has been helpful and that you find what you're looking for, the kind of support that you're looking for in your business next. Bye.